So I'm editing this video and I had a portion of the material where I was talking about my winter cold a day routine, and I was a little bit too chaotic. I was doing too many things at the same time and it did not really make any sense. So I'm gonna summarize. First of all, because a lot of people do get seasonal depression, and I feel like I also used to, now not so much. I find it really important to adjust my routine really fast to the season. So, because the time of the winter for some reason flows really fast for me, especially because the light hours are so small. I find it easier for myself to wake up earlier, um, and try to finish some of the chores and some of the tasks that I have to do in the morning. Um, because for, I don't know if that's like a universal thing, but for me, for some reason, the hours from 2 to 4 or 5 feel like literally 1 hour. There is no time at the time. So if I plan on doing something very important at the time, I feel like I don't have enough time. I wake up earlier. That's my first thing. And then I always have, when I go back, when I go to bed the night before, I always think of one thing that I have to do in the morning. So when I wake up early, I straight, I have to straight do this particular task. It can be going to the gym. It can be going to get a groceries. It can be starting my laundry. Something very small or not so small, depends. But there has to be one thing that I have to do in the morning, and that sets me up for the rest of the day so that I don't spend 2 hours laying in my bed or before I start doing something. So there's always has to be one thing that I have to do in the morning, and that like sets sets my day, and then I can go with like the momentum of the first task to do the rest of the things I planned for the week, for the day. Another thing, I get really anxious when I have a lot of things to do and I don't have them planned. So if, for example, I have to do a few things like study for a final, do a project, edit a video, blah blah blah, and they're not organized throughout the day, I get too stressed and I cannot finish neither of the tasks. So what I find helpful is to get out of the house as well. In the winter, you have to get out of the house. You cannot stay in the apartment, in your apartment, wherever. The whole time you have to be outside as much as you can. And um, for me, what works is that I plan the day by slots. So let's say I decide that in the morning I want to stay in my apartment. So I stay till 2 doing one thing. And then I know that at 4 I have to leave the house, I have to change the surrounding to do a second task. I decide I want to study for my final at home. I study from 11 to 2, and then at 4 I leave to a cafe for like 2 hours to edit the video. So something super simple like that, but it creates for myself personally some kind of segmentation to the day, and it feels like I've done way more, and it feels like I've used the time of the day more efficiently. So that what works for me. So I've been trying to do that. I finished it. Now I can start a new sketchbook, and I'm really excited because this one feels like I've been having it for so long, even though it's just, I started it in April of last year. So it's been quite a while, even though it's a thick one.
So I made my own notebook, like handmade it, and this was one of the pieces I also cut out. And this is just has black black cover with the piece, blue, I don't know if you can see it, blue string thing, and it has just like normal drawing paper, like sketching paper, not too thick, not too thin, like really good paper that I got just from a craft store. And I made that, and I made another one which is a bit thicker, but it's just this, again, black with green seam, and it has the same kind of paper. The only thing that it's like, because there's a lot, it's not really straight on the outside, but I don't trust myself with cutting it. I already tried, and look how like not straight my cut was, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna try to do the same here. I'm gonna try to find some kind of piece that I can decorate this one with, and I think that's gonna be my next sketchbook. I finished. Oh my god, my voice is gone. I like it a lot. And my jacket will ruin the whole fit.